Hey guys, I'm Karan Birani from Mobi Scrub and I'm going to unbox and give my first impressions on the Galaxy On5 and the On7. While Samsung is introducing them as entry-level smartphones in the market, but even then the On5 boasts of a 1.3 GHz quad-core 4G enabled device with 8 megapixel camera at the back and 5 MP in the front with 8 GB internal memory. The On7 on the other hand comes with a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor, a better 13 megapixel camera and a larger display. The On7 is priced at about 10,990 while the On5 says 8,990, but obviously the actual market price may vary. Now I'm just going to unbox the On7 and the On5 is pretty much going to be the same. So you've got a quick start guide, you've got your standard travel charger. It's not a fast charger that you get with the flagship devices, standard. Then you've got your USB 2.0 data syncing and charging cable. Your headphones. So these are not what you get with the new flagship devices. It's but it's still got the inline microphone. And then you've got a 3000 milliampere hour battery with the On7, while the On5 has a 2600 milliampere hour battery. So let's take off the covers and get to know the On7, the On5 series of phones a little better. First off, the back panel is plastic and very reminiscent of the Note 4 panel. Soft, leathery and sort of feels nice. The good part is that the back door is removable, made of just plastic, but it has a scratch-free and fingerprint-free surface. So you don't really have to keep cleaning the back to remove those fingerprints. Anyway, the On7 comes with a significant 3000 milliampere hour battery, which is quite a lot for this device, microSD card storage and dual SIM arrangement. Now here, to really show the similarity in the back panel, this is a Note Edge from around a year back. The back panel, as you can see, is very similar to what we have on the On7 and the On5. So this is great news. You get one of the flagship designs in an entry-level smartphone, and that's pretty commendable. Both the devices are quite thin. The On7 is 8.2 millimeters thick, whereas the On5 is 8.5 millimeters thick. At the bottom, you've got a microphone, a USB 2.0 data syncing and charging port, as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. And both the devices are actually pretty light for their size, and of course very thin. Both the colors make the devices look great. They look much better than any other entry-level smartphones out there. And again, just the fact that they have a matte finish on top makes it resistant to minor scratches, fingerprint marks, and also impart a pretty solid grip, unlike metal and glass finish. Now, this is what the user interface on the Galaxy On devices looks like. Standard TouchWiz interface with a couple of default and necessary preloaded apps like S Planner, the entire Google suite of applications, a smart manager, inbuilt radio, looking at some important tools like voice recording, file explorer, and taking memos. And if you go into the About Phone section, you could verify under software information that both the devices are running Android 5.1.1 Lollipop, though I'm really not sure if they would receive the Android 6.0 Marshmallow upgrade, but let's hope for the best. Now 8 GB internal memory here, and under storage I can see that there is about 4.17 GB of available storage, which doesn't sound a lot, but thankfully you've got a microSD card slot, so you can expand storage up to 128 GB using a microSD card. The On5 and On7 both support up to 14 regional languages in India, which makes it a great purchase even if it is being gifted to someone who is not very well equipped with English as a language. And considering the festive period, this might be a great smartphone to gift. Both the devices come preloaded with an app called Mix Radio, wherein you start by selecting the genres and the artists that you like to listen to more often than the others, and the app automatically curates songs for you based on your choices. You can choose to like them, and the app inherently learns your preferences and keeps adding music to your library automatically. The app looks great, it's really easy to use, and more importantly, it's free. Both the devices feature HD TFT displays, and as you can see, they're quite bright. The colors look really nice. The images are really sharp. It's just that the On7 has a slightly larger display than the On5. Now, in terms of ergonomics and ease of hold and use, the On5 is definitely a better device considering the smaller size and lighter weight. So of course, it's easy to use using your single hand. And as you can see, I can cover the entire screen with just one hand using my thumb, making it easy to use. The On7, being larger with a bigger display, weighs a little more than the On5. Because of larger screen area, using it with just one hand might be a little bit of a challenge. Though if I tried, I can almost use a device with just one hand, but it wouldn't be as easy as it was with the On5. But totally not a deal breaker. If you like large screens, the On7 is your definite choice. The On7 has a 13 megapixel camera at the back, while the On5 has an 8 megapixel camera, both with LED flash. At the front, both of them have the same 5 megapixel camera, which is quite good for an entry-level smartphone. In both the phones, you can double tap the home button to quickly launch the camera app. So pretty much any app you're on, or if your screen is locked, you can just double tap the home keys to launch the camera quickly. Snapping is really quick. Both have got touch to focus, so you can pretty much shift focus as you touch on the display. You've got the Pro mode in both of these, which is great. So you can actually have some manual control. Now, the maximum resolution is 13 megapixel on the On7 and 8 megapixel on the On5. Both are capable of recording full HD videos using the camera. Now, while I'm yet to review the devices in depth and reach a more comprehensive conclusion, my first impressions are that both the On5 and On7 as entry-level smartphones are quite good looking with the leather Fox backdoor and with quad-core processing power and 1.5 GB of RAM. The devices really promise to be decent performers. Given their price point and Samsung's reputation in the smartphone market, I believe these devices would really do great in the Indian market.